Welcome back to the channel. We're back here with Wandavision episode 8 entitled Previously On, and that's pretty much what we got in this episode. We got a little backstory of how did Wanda get to this point. We're getting our question answered, and we somewhat got it answered, but let's deep dive into this and what happened. Let's start off the episode with Agatha Harkness. We got a little backstory with her. She was about to get banished or punished, and basically her powers was outdoing the coven. They basically sucked the soul out of the other witches, and Agatha was the last one standing. Now we go back to where they are in these ruins, the ruins under Agatha's house, and she's basically explaining like, yeah, Wanda, your powers aren't as powerful as mine down here. You see these ruins? They're blocking whatever you got going on. Okay, she has Wanda locked up in like her powers, and she's basically explaining everything that's going on, how she got to this point and all that. But she want to know how Wanda got to this point. How are you doing all this? So that answers that Agatha is not controlling this world. She actually, it was Agatha all along, but she was only messing up things. She did not create this world. So we get a door open. Agatha is basically opening up Wanda's past, and she's gonna take her through her past to figure out how we got to this point. So she opens up that door and she's like, after you. And Wanda walks through the door. Alright, these are doors to her memory. The first memory is her back in Sokovia with her parents. Alright, we watched the bomb drop from Stark and everything. The missile drop from Stark. And we seen how they was watching the Dick Van Dyke show while they was stuck under the bed. They was stuck under the bed for like 2 days, and they didn't know that they could come out. The missile, it wasn't active. And when they came out, Agatha was like, okay, so all that happened. She explained what happened in that situation, and they continue on to the next door. The next door is Hydra. Alright, and we get a little glimpse of how Wanda's powers was actually like awoken. Alright, and we see her walk up to Loki's scepter, and basically the Mind Stone opens up to her, and we see a little glimpse of like comic book Scarlet Witch come out. So she's actually getting the full power here, the Scarlet Witch powers. Now something was making us think like she already had the powers before this, because Agatha did bring it up at one point that she used her powers to actually kill the missile, and that's a possibility still. But they didn't show that. They didn't show that she was using her powers as a kid. So we get the Scarlet Witch powers in Hydra, and then she's also watching another sitcom while she's at Hydra facility. So we see where she's getting all these sitcom ideas. She was getting them from her childhood when she was with Hydra, and then we continue on to Avengers Compound. Now when we go to Avengers Compound, this is basically right after Age of Ultron. She's all alone. Pietro's dead. Her family's dead. She has nobody. There's nobody there to talk to her, nobody for her to talk to. And we get Vision basically coming in the room, and he's trying to be that one person that she can talk to. Alright, Vision was just born. He's explaining that he's always been alone and he's had nobody to love, so he don't know exactly how Wanda is feeling. And Wanda's explaining like she just wanted Pietro back. But they actually have a connection moment where they both laugh at the sitcom that Wanda's watching while they're sitting on the bed, and that was their little moment. And Wanda explains that to Agatha. So Agatha is like, okay, so now let's go into another door. This door opens up to Sword. This door, when it opens up, we walk in there, and Wanda's basically talking to the dude at the front counter, and she's like, I need to get in here. Like, this is wrong. Like, I came back and Vision's body was gone. That means they stole Vision's body from wherever it was. She was just saying she wanted to have a funeral for him. This ain't right. And basically Hayward let her in through the front door. And she came in, she walked straight to Hayward's office, and Hayward was explaining like, yeah, I understand you want to see Vision. I can let you see her. And then she was like, after that, am I gonna get Vision? And we just got to the point. Hayward was like, just come see him. Alright. They opened up this door, and we see a glass window, and they're tearing Vision apart. Wanda is in tears at this point. It's like, this ain't right. Stop. And we see where we was getting that stop point at the first episode when they was having a dinner with Mr. Hart. That stop was actually a part of this. Alright, this was a tragic part in her life. I feel like that was a little connection there, because that's what I thought of when she was saying stop in this scene. I was thinking about that point in her life, because when they brought up the past, you seen that's when all that was triggered. So I'm thinking that was a little connection there. But while they're there, Sword, she basically goes, like, not completely crazy, but she gets mad and she blows up the glass and she goes down there to look at the body. Now at this point, Hayward tells all the soldiers to stand down. So she's just sitting there and she's looking at the body and she goes. She leaves. So she did not steal the body. Hayward showed parts that made it look like she stole the body, but she did not steal it. She left the body there and she walked to her car. This was a little surprising, but it shows that Hayward is actually a bad person, alright? He showed all the bad parts and made it look like Wanda was the bad guy. But it looks like Wanda created all this by herself. She didn't steal nothing from Sword. So we get into the next scene and she's driving home. I'm guessing the home that her and Vision was supposed to raise their kids in after all the endgame stuff happened. They were supposed to move here to this house. And when she got there, she just broke down and we seen her create the hex. I want to say it's just her still. Like, I just still have hope that it's a bigger being here and it just like enhanced her powers. Like from behind the scenes, just gave her a boost so she can create this hex. But it shows her and this big scarlet power came out her chest and it just made the whole hex. So we cut back to Agatha. Agatha's sitting like, it was basically showing like the show is a set and she was in the crowd. She was clapping her hands. She was like, okay, I see now. She snapped her fingers and disappeared. Wanda went to look for her outside the house and she's in the street. She got the kids wrapped up and choking them with her magic. She's like, nah, I see what you are. It's impossible that you're this, but you're the Scarlet Witch. And then we cut right there. That was the end of that. So Agatha, the kids are still alive. Let's say that first of all. And Agatha is holding the kids hostage. So we're about to get our big bad fight. All right, we're gonna get Agatha Harkness versus the Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff. So we're gonna get all that in the next episode. But we didn't see anything of Monica Rambeau in this episode and what happened with Quicksilver. We didn't see any of that. So hopefully we see that in the next episode. We're probably gonna get 2 fights at the same time. Scarlet Witch versus Monica, and then we got Wanda versus Agatha Harkness. And also Vision's gonna show up. But I feel like I know who Vision's opponent's gonna be, because we got an end credit scene of what Sword had going on outside the bubble. I don't know what happened there. But what Sword happened, what had going on outside the bubble, and they were basically powering Vision's real body. We get White Vision in the end credit scene, and White Vision looks G'd up. This man is about to go in the hex and raise hell. So we're ready for the next episode. We're about to get 3 big bad fights. We got Vision versus White Vision. We got Wanda versus Agatha Harkness. And we got Monica Rambeau with her new powers going against Pietro. Well, fake Pietro. That's what Agatha pronounced him as. Fake Pietro. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Go ahead and like the video. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. Yes, and subscribe with that big girl subscribe button. Also the bell button so you know if I want to upload more videos. Now, yesterday was hectic. I'm sorry I didn't get this video to y'all yesterday, but I've been through, like, yesterday was crazy. Let me just say that. So, yeah, I hope y'all still tuned in, though. I was a little flip-flop on this episode. Still getting it together from yesterday. I partied, let's just say that. And I'm a little tongue-twisted, mouth dry, all that. Yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed. Your boy Dre is out. Splash.